Hi. If you're new here, hi, my name is Eloise. I'm so glad that you're taking some time to join me on what I think is a really fun vlog. I say this every week without fail, but I really do think that this week's vlog is very intentional. Even last week's vlog, I think that was a moment of me being a little bit more vulnerable on this platform and just talking through some of the struggles that I had. But this week is intentional in a different way. I live alone. I spend a lot of my time alone, but I think that alone time is very different than prioritizing taking yourself out on a solo date. So that's what today is. Yeah, I just think there's a difference of like treating yourself to something fun and doing something intentional that you really wanted to do without the lack of fear or judgment from other people, and or just doing it by yourself, because there is nothing wrong with doing things by yourself that you really wanted to do. So it's 10:13 in the morning right now. I am going to a Pilates class that I've really wanted to try for a while, and movement is a huge part of my life. I feel better when I move my body. I love trying new workouts. So I'm going to a Heated Room. It's in West Hollywood, I think. And they have 3 different types of classes: Heated Flow, Heated Burn, and then a semi-private, I don't know if it's heated or not, but reformer. And I saw someone post about it, and I was like, you know what, that just sounds like really fun. So I want to try it. So that's what we're doing. And then I booked myself a facial. I put these on because I was doing my morning skincare, and I was like, today's all about me. Today's all about me. I want to give a little bit of extra self-love. So I'm going to do a little eye mask. And then because it's Sunday in LA, farmers markets are huge on Sundays. So Brentwood Farmers Market, and grab some fresh produce. I haven't been there in a couple weeks, so I haven't been here on Sundays. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, I don't really know what else is on the agenda, but I'm just gonna do things that I really wanted to do. Maybe like go shopping or just visit a new area, go to a new cafe. Oh, I saw this place that's a really cool bookstore, so I think that could also be fun. But the whole goal of today is to prioritize me time, slow down a little bit, and have some fun. I have to answer a couple of emails just to get ahead of some work things while I let these bad boys dry. So I'll be here doing that, and then we'll head to the workout class. Oh, fun fact about this workout class is Lori Harvey. That's how I found it, was Lori Harvey posted about it. So I think this week I'm gonna try one of their other classes, the body burn or the sculpt. Okay, just got out of class. I did the semi-private reformer, but they also have, I talked about it, the 2 other classes. I really like the studio. I feel like something that I've realized and found is a ton of studios just are not very clean, especially ones where heat is involved. Because like, remember way back when the first original LA Diaries, when I went to Burn Brentwood, yes, it was a good workout, or like you're sweating, and I like that aspect of it, but they packed that class to the absolute max, where I literally was touching Lexi when we were like doing the jumping jacks or whatever it was. That's not fun. I don't like that. So at least for the reformer, there were only 3 of us, but I'm curious to see their other classes, which I'm going to sign up for when I get a second to just like look. Sorry, had to fix that. I don't think it should come to any surprise to anyone that I love an aesthetic space, and the studio was just very, very pretty. So like going in, I was like, oh, I feel like this is a good workout. I love this space. It's clean, it's giving bougie, it's just giving all the things that I want. I'm also gonna link down below, because I booked through ClassPass, which is how I book all my workouts, the link to sign up. I think you get 2 weeks free, so I'm gonna put that in the description below too. I love ClassPass. I've been using it since I was in college. Now it's 12:11, my facial's at 1, and I don't really know what to do. I don't live that far away, so maybe I might just go home and change really fast, because normally after you get a facial, you're not supposed to shower for a couple hours, and I did sweat, so I do want to feel a little clean. Outfit change, matcha in hand, and we're ready to go. Just the little things in life. So right now my facial is at the Kate Somerville clinic. I've heard good things. A little skin update. I honestly feel like my skin is doing a lot better. I've only been using Korean skincare for the last 4 or 5 days. I really just, I think for like cleansing my skin and all the things, it's less topical. I just need them to extract these little babies. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I'm ready to have the little gunk taken out of my skin, and I'm excited to see the clinic. I think it's gonna be really pretty. Like I said, I've heard a lot about the clinic. It has great reviews online. There's nothing scarier than trying to find a new nail tech and someone who you trust with your skin. In Maryland, I have my person, and the reason why I went on Accutane in the first place was because I got a facial in New Orleans when I was in college, and my reaction to just whatever they used was so bad that I went on Accutane. So to say that I'm a little nervous, a tiny bit, but again, I'm trusting the process and everything will be fine. So this is a little pre. I already showed you guys what my skin looked like in the car, but I feel like this is like a better angle. And we're all cozied up, ready to be glowing. I'm ready for that like summertime glow. I'm all done with my facial. I feel like my skin looks so glowy. She put a lot of things on. I'm gonna show you the couple products that I'm taking home with me that she just suggested specifically for my skin, but look at that. I'm obsessed. That was so nice and just very much needed. I'm gonna get dressed and then I don't know where we're going. Okay, now that we are out of my facial, this is what my skin is looking like. Obviously, any of the little redness is gonna go down in a matter of like hours, but she was so good. The first like 5-6 minutes, we just talked about my skin, like just the history of my skin, not just like how it's been in the last week, but just all of my concerns. She was also just super informative. Like we were talking about the Kate Somerville products, the ingredients that are behind it. She was also one of those that was like, I'm not gonna bullshit any of my clients, and hydrofacials are basically bullshit. And I was like, oh my God, I think the exact same thing. I've always said that I think facials are crucial for getting the gunk that is underneath the skin that just cannot come out. I just think that they are great, and she was really good. But even with the extractions, like I'm someone who just, if I have to be in pain for 5, 6, 7 minutes, do it. But even with the extractions, so gentle, so nice. And the spa is also so beautiful. Yeah, her name was Anna. She was great. And if you live in LA and are looking to get a facial, I would highly recommend. After my traumatic experience in New Orleans, I am just very picky. So I did a ton of preliminary research and like looking at reviews and stuff. Kate Somerville has such great reviews, and after going, I can attest that it was really good. Right now it's 2:27. I've got a pedicure appointment because I looked at my toes yesterday and I was like, the French pedicure is just kind of growing out. So we're going to Townsend at 3:30, which gives us about an hour to peruse, chill, and then we're gonna continue just pampering ourselves. I always get a gel pedicure because it just lasts longer, and I feel like for the last 6-7 months I've pretty much only gotten French pedicures. It goes with whatever you have on your hands. So I'm at Town House, which they have them in the UK, which is the first time I saw them. And if you're like me and you like pampering yourself in places that just feel like very clean and sophisticated and luxurious, I guess, this space is really nice. Sometimes cute doesn't always equate to good service, so I will let you guys know once I'm done what I would rate the service. I'm back home. Honestly, it's not like I'm tired. I feel like I've just had such a fun little day all to myself. After my pedicure, my camera died, and then I don't even remember what what did I do? I don't know what I did, but quick overview of the pedicure. She accidentally like nipped my foot, but you know what? Honestly, that's fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. My feet were so ugly. I had a ton of blisters from when I was at the white party and I wore my new Amina Muaddi's for the first time. Was that a stupid decision? Yes, but also I didn't have any other shoes. So my feet were looking the best, and she had a lot to do to make them look pretty. I always get French on my toes, and I think I was on my phone and I wasn't watching, and I think she put 3 coats of like the base, and I thought that she was only gonna put 1. So they're a little bit more like white when I kind of like the color of my toe to be underneath. So I think the pedicure itself was like an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give myself till tomorrow to just keep looking at my toes to see if I like the color. But I think it's just, I think I just wanted one coat instead of 30. In terms of pricing, it was $90 with 20% tip. I went somewhere else. This is only the second pedicure that I've gotten in LA. And it was also around, it was like $90 and it wasn't as luxe of a nail salon. So I guess it's just how expensive they are in LA. I don't, but I wound up not having time to go to the farmer's market. I did end up going to a farmer's market. It wasn't the one that I usually go to, but they carried the same hummus dips and things that I normally get at the Brentwood farmer's market, which was nice. I get the Brothers Crazy Mix. I get this mix right here. Garlic, lemon juice, olive oil, canola oil, salt, basil, jalapeno, paprika, cilantro, spinach, cumin, whatever. It's a ton of just really yummy things. Use it as a dip. And I got a steak. I told him to cut it, but I think my brain was just so scattered that he didn't cut it in half. I was like, oh, can I just have the smallest like steak that you have? And all of them were super big. So when I got it, I was like, oh, this is kind of expensive. And I looked at it and I was like, it's 1.3 pounds of meat. Whatever, I'm gonna grill it anyway. And then I guess I'll just have leftovers. But I was like, holy that's a big boy. That's a big boy. And then I have some zucchini and some peppers that were just left over in the fridge. And I'm gonna go downstairs and grill them. And I was debating going to get sushi and then driving and watching the sunset in Malibu. But I really just wanted to like stay at home. Like, I don't think self dates and solo dates need to be a whole excursion where you're doing 101 things. I think they can really just be on the more simpler side of just doing things, like I said, self-care, doing things that you want to do, things that make you just feel warm and bubbly inside. And I feel like I've been so go, go, go that really what I want is a chill, nice dinner at home. I want to watch the finale of Love Island. I want to snuggle in bed, maybe watch Hitch or a rom-com after I have popcorn. But yeah, I just want to feel really good, especially with a busy week that's coming ahead. So we're gonna go downstairs, grill this, and then come back. Hi, I made myself some tea because I'm in bed, obviously, you can see that, but I'm just so, not only is like my belly full, my heart is full, I feel like my mind, spirit, everything just feel calm and reset. I think that's a huge part of what solo dates are all about, or just when you're starting to feel super, actually, no, that's a lie. I think part one of solo dates is just to feel rejuvenated and loved and all of the things. But then I think the second part is also just to like celebrate you, to grow and build your relationship with yourself. And I was downstairs grilling. I left my phone upstairs, so all I had was my camera. I brought my book and I just sat there, like thoughts just flowing, relaxing. I think being more in tune with just my surroundings, like listening to everything and just enjoying this time and being so present. And my meal, chef's kiss, going all the way back to the basics of just cooking at home. I love the grill. And all I did was the steak, bell peppers, and a zucchini, and then I had my dip to add some little flavor if I wanted to my veggies when I got back. But it was so simple and so easy, and yet was exactly what I needed. I just watched the finale of Love Island, and yes, I started crying. I fully started crying. I was so emotional, not at Kendall and Nicole. I didn't care about theirs, but every couple, the way Miguel looks at Leah, Cordell and Serena, and their growth and everything that happened, and just the way, one, I just want to say Cordell, this is a little rant about why I love him so much. Him with Kendall, how he was like, just because she didn't say that she loved you back doesn't mean that she doesn't mean it. And I was like, okay. Cordell is has such immature moments, but then yet so profound and mature moments. I'm like, what's going on? But then seeing the way that he looked at Serena, I was just like, when is it my turn? When is it my turn? But just watching it made me really, really happy. And then Janae and Kenny, and just, that also just made me feel so happy and perfect. Like, was the exactly what I needed. Now I've got my Korean skincare on. My skin is looking juicy. I'm gonna watch either Hitch or Think Like a Man, which is my favorite movie, and just end my night in the perfect Sunday way. So let this be your sign to take yourself on a Sunday date and do something that you've really wanted to do, or just unplug, leave your phone at home, just do something for you. But this is where I'm gonna leave you guys. Happy Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.